Welcome back, Pokemon fans. Angel of the Night here. We are back again with the Grand Challenge 2025, Part 1, and this is battle number 23. So, we get into the battle here. Our opponent is going to lead off with some very unusual Pokemon. First off, we see a Scizor, which hasn't been very common lately, and then we also see a Haunter. Now, Haunter, I can only assume it might be Eviolated. I'm not sure, but definitely an unusual Pokemon to bring in. Now with the Misdreavus, of course, I ended up selecting the Dazzling Gleam here because A, I wanted to be able to hit two birds with one stone, but also as well, I wasn't sure if Haunter was going to go for a Tera Dark. Seeing as how there's another Ghost out onto the field, I wasn't sure if that was going to be the play or not. Chooses to go for the Destiny Bond, which is actually very unusual. I get the Flame Charge off onto the Scizor, we actually boost up our speed, and of course, we do take it down to almost fainting. We go for the Dazzling Gleam here. Haunter did not go for the Tera Dark, which is unfortunate. I was really hoping it would, but seeing as how it went for Destiny Bond, I'm really glad it didn't. Scizor, of course, retaliating with a Fury Cutter. That's completely out of the norm. So at this point in time, I'm thinking to myself, what can I really do here? To be quite honest with you, I wasn't really sure, so I ended up going for the Protect with the Misdreavus, and then of course I ended up going for the Flame Charge again into the Scizor. Seeing as how we were very close to taking it out, and I wasn't really sure if Haunter was going to be a big threat Pokemon or not. I think this was probably the safest play. Now, I do have to say that because this team is so unusual, I don't know if this is an in-game team or if this is a carefully thought-out team. So anyways, they swap out their Haunter, they go in with a Golduck, and I thought that was also kind of unusual as well. You don't normally see too many Golducks outside of rain. So we do get the Protect there. Of course, we can't get hit by any kind of moves. Zebstrika gets hit by a Bullet Punch. We survive, we get the Flame Charge, pick up the KO. Unfortunately for us, even though we did get the KO, the Life Orb is actually going to finish off my Zebstrika, and we are now tied for the battle once again. Now, of course, in this situation here, there are some unusual Pokemon on the opposing side. I decided to bring in Maushold. Now, at this stage in the game, there's some communication going on here. I wasn't sure if our opponent was going to DC or if they were just trying to decide on what they wanted to bring in. I had no idea, but usually when someone brings in a joke team or, you know, an in-game team, they tend to DC quite a bit. It seems to be the way that it works in a lot of these tournaments. You get that random one team that always disconnects. Yeah, this wasn't the case here in this situation. Now, while we wait for our opponent to actually bring in their next Pokemon, I just wanted to be giving you guys a huge shout out and thank you. The channel just reached 5,900 subscribers. I just want to say thank you guys very much for tuning in and watching the channel. I enjoy making the content and I enjoy recording the content and communicating with you guys. So it means a lot that you guys choose to watch my channel and subscribe. So thank you guys very much. I appreciate each and every one of you. Okay, I bring in Maushold here, and of course my opponent has brought in a Haunter. We've locked into an attack onto the Golduck, and of course with the Maushold, I wasn't sure if I wanted to go for the Bite or the Population Bomb. If I did go for the Bite, of course we'd be able to knock out the Haunter with it because it is a Dark type move. If I went for Population Bomb, I might be able to get that Golduck out. So again, I'm not really sure what to expect from the opposing side, but I'm pretty sure I actually went for the Terrestrialization here. So we're just waiting for it to actually pop up here. I would have edited out the part in the battle, but I'll be honest with you guys, I don't really like taking stuff out of the matches. It kind of builds the suspense a little bit, if you know what I mean. So here we go. We get the Terrestrialization with our Misdreavus. And of course, if I'm not mistaken, I believe we are going into the Steel typing. Now, at this point in the game, I know that Golduck can get Focus Blast, but it is not 100% accurate, so I know if they did try, I probably wouldn't get knocked out. Haunter ends up going in for the Destiny Bond there once again, hoping to be able to take down my Pokemon with it. So here we go with the Population Bomb into that Golduck. That is twice, 3 times, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So Golduck is now down and out, does not even get the chance to even try to go for a Hydro Pump or anything of the sort. No Focus Blasts or anything. So anyways, we get the Thunderbolt off here. We actually get a decent hit off onto the Haunter. Not able to pick up the KO, which is thankfully we did not get. And we actually live to see another turn. So we're actually one up onto our opponent here, and there is one final Pokemon that makes its debut into a VGC match. And I'll be honest with you guys, I'm actually kind of surprised to see this Pokemon. It's not something that I've actually ever seen in any kind of a competitive battle whatsoever, other than maybe my own. And you know what? I can't Bayleaf it. Bayleaf is onto the field. Of all Pokemon to actually come into this match. So we lock into an attack onto the Bayleaf, and of course we're going to double lock in here. Again, we're pretty much thinking that Haunter is going to go for the Destiny Bond. And I don't really know what to expect from a Bayleaf, to be honest. I know back in the day I used to throw Attract onto it and a bunch of different moves. And, you know, I'd be able to get by. But Attract isn't really a thing in this game. You can't really teach Attract Pokemon, which is very unfortunate. But at this point, the battle is canceled, so my opponent forfeits, and that is it. So take care, guys. Have a good one, and peace out.